In 2019, Mesa's hospitality industry was performing at an all-time high. Visit Mesa collaborated with Tourism Economics to conduct market research to measure the economic impact from visitor spending. The findings would serve as a valuable tool to better inform policymakers and city planners who could use the data to make more strategic decisions regarding funding and prioritization of tourism-related development. We learned that visitor spending does in fact support local jobs, increase wages, generate taxes, and improve Mesa's GDP within a variety of sectors. In 2019, the number of visits to Mesa increased to 4.7 million visits. Spending increased 5.5% to nearly $580 million from the year before. That's an average of $1.6 million spent per day. The $580 million was distributed throughout many different business sectors of Mesa. Spending on lodging and food and beverage accounted for 60% of the total increase. Visitors also supported job growth in other industries, such as healthcare and education, construction, personal services, as well as real estate, finance, and insurance. We are happy to report that visitor spending is trending upward at an annual growth rate of 6%. And between 2018 and 2019 alone, visitor spending in Mesa increased by $30 million. When you include indirect and induced impacts, visitor spending generated just over $1 billion in total business sales in Mesa during that time. Direct employment generated by visitor dollars has grown 15% since 2015, exceeding 5,000 hospitality-related jobs held in 2019. In 2019, tourism in Mesa generated $181 million in direct income, growing to $323 million when the broader indirect and induced impacts are considered. Incredibly, 7,774 jobs were sustained by the tourism industry in Mesa in 2019, which included 5,154 jobs from direct visitor spending and 2,620 indirect and induced jobs. Visitor spending in Mesa generated $139 million in tax revenues in 2019, with $71 million accruing to state and local governments. The majority of tourism-related business sales transactions occurred in industries directly serving visitors. $57 million in sales took place in finance, insurance, and real estate sector as a result of selling to tourism businesses. Local households would need to be taxed an additional $400 to replace the visitor taxes received by state and local governments in 2019. The $71 million in state and local taxes generated by tourism would cover the average salaries of over 1,250 public school teachers in Mesa, or cover the average salaries of over 1,370 public safety jobs in Mesa. We were pleased by the findings and to see that Mesa's visitor industry is vital to the economy and future growth of our city and benefits all of our residents and businesses. To learn more about the power of travel, go to visitorsmeanbusiness.com.